Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Erin. In today's video, we are going to be doing a Sims 4 build. I actually did film this a few weeks ago and the audio went a bit funny on it, so I decided to turn it into a speed build instead. So that's what we're doing today. So I had this idea after seeing a whole bunch of people doing builds around using one color only. So I kind of went into this wanting to attempt that. I also wanted to attempt to do a micro house, though I've never used that part of The Sims 4 before, so I got a bit confused and it ended up just being a two-story small house instead. So I might reattempt that at some time in the future, but yeah, today we are doing a speed build, or I'm sharing with you a speed build that I did, and yeah, let's get into it, shall we? So I actually used randomcolor.com to pick out the color that I was going to use, and you'll see that in a second. So basically, this website is just a blank colored background, and when you refresh it, the color changes randomly. So the color generated to purple. So I went into the game and I checked out what kind of furniture and like wallpapers and everything was available, which you'll see in a second. Oh no, must have cut that out. Okay, so now we're starting to I'm starting to build. I just wanted a relatively small house. Like I said, I went into it originally actually wanting to do a micro house, and I got a bit confused by how it works and whatever. So we ended up with a small house instead. I wanted it to be a two-story house. So I thought we could fit more in there. So yeah, it didn't actually turn out to be a micro house like I wanted, but what can you do, really? I can try again sometime in the future. So I'm using the country kitchen counters, and I think I also use the fridge and the oven as well. I think I have used a few packs in this build, and I will put it up on the gallery after this, so that you can download it if you want. If you don't have all the packs, you can just redecorate it with whatever you have, I guess. Um, so yeah, I'm just building. I did go back and forth with what I wanted to do with the cabinets at the top. I attempted to do a whole bunch of like the variations, but I wasn't really digging it. It just didn't really come out looking that great. So yeah, as you can see, I'm trying to figure it out, and I go back and forth quite a lot trying to figure this out. And in the end, I think I just go with the normal ones, the one that you start off with the glass panels and the fabric and whatever, because I think they just look like the nicest. I love that we get variations of the cupboards in this. I just am not that big of a fan of the variations in this particular one. But I do really love that pastel purple color. I think it looks really, really nice actually. Especially with that kind of mint green, like it really complements. So now I'm just trying to put some clutter on the countertops. I was attempting to do the alt placing, but I was struggling with it a bit. I'm still kind of new to like placing things like that. So um as you can see, I'm trying to do it here, and I did struggle a bit on some things. I try to cut most of that out so that you don't see it, but yeah, it can be kind of annoying. But yeah, I'm still trying to learn how to do that stuff. I went back and forth with these books too. I put those ones up there, then saw that there were some actual cookbooks, and I tried them on top of the fridge to start off with, and then I think I put them on the counter in the end and placed those other books back on top of the fridge just to have some extra clutter. As you can see, I was having trouble right here and then it kept clicking, but I place it in the end anyway. So again, I'm popping those other books back on the top of the fridge because I actually really liked the way that looked. I went back and forth a lot, like through the what I had available, and I cut a lot of that out. I hope so. Yeah, just going back and forth, seeing what was available, what worked. Trying to match the colors was really hard because some of them were warm purple, some were pastel, some were dark, some were more blue tone. Like it was, yeah, it was a bit of a struggle, but I did take some artistic license in certain places, because not everything had a purple swatch, and some like these windows, I just didn't really vibe with them, so I decided to go for a white window instead, and mostly where I kind of took some artistic lessons and I went for white or silver, I think. So yeah, there were just some things that didn't have purple swatches, so I had to kind of improvise. And I'm just figuring out which windows I like. So, but eventually I do settle on these kind of arch windows. I thought that they actually looked really pretty. I'm actually really happy with how this whole build came out. Like, I'm not a competent builder in The Sims. Like, I never really have been, but I'm trying to kind of step out my comfort zone and try and, just practice building. And yeah, I find that there are two ways that I love playing The Sims, either gameplay wise or building. Like I said, I'm not like hugely competent. I mean, I only started playing The Sims 4 last year, so it took me a while to actually want to convert over from The Sims 3. I think some of it was money, and some I just I don't know, it probably was mainly that, but um yeah, I loved the Sims 3 so much that I just wasn't sure about changing over, but then I ended up deciding to in the end, and I have gone down a bit of a rabbit hole, I have to say, and I bought most of the packs available, bar like a couple of stuff packs that really just didn't do anything for me. But I always kind of wait for sales to actually buy stuff, or the bundles are really good also to save a little bit of money. So here I'm just like doing the dining room kind of area now, and trying to figure out what chairs I want to put with the table. I just put a couple of cabinets, kind of shelf things together to create a like sort of buffet table. I felt like that kind of went the best. Now I'm adding some lights, and I end up kind of putting this lighting throughout the house. I feel like this is actually a little bit more pink. That's what I would think, but it consider a purple swatch, so I'm all for that. I do end up getting rid of those little lights and putting a pendant light there instead. Now I'm just growing some more windows as well, and popping some more windows in on the other walls. I hope to do more videos like this in the future. I really actually enjoyed building this, and I think the color restraint kind of made me have to be a little bit more creative. I have to say there are certain parts of the house that just I struggled to find furniture to match, because this downstairs area has felt a lot of pastel kind of lavender and lilac kind of vibes. I'm adding in the door and porch in a second. Um, But yeah, so upstairs was a bit of I felt like a free for all. Like there was so many different, ended up being so many different swatch, like colored purples, and I was struggling quite a lot, but I'll get to that afterwards. And I do realize that door is, inside out. It's on the wrong way, but, I do fix that later. So I'm adding in some more windows, and I will start decorating the lounge or living area in a second. I also wanted to say I actually have my first Animal Crossing video coming soon. I have bought a capture card. For that one, I just used a cheap one because I had a couple of problems getting my Switch to kind of work with it. So everything's figured out now, and in the future, I'll use my proper capture card. But um, yeah, I do have one hopefully coming soon. I've started a new island instead of carrying over my island that I'm working on my Switch Lite. I decided to start a whole new island, and I am thinking it's going to be like a jungle core island, because I don't know, I'm just really I'm feeling that vibe. I've seen some other people kind of do that style island, and I really loved the way it looks. My current island that I have on my Switch Lite is sort of a bit more forest core. And yeah, I thought I'd just keep that one for me, and then for videos and that I would do the do a second one. So I'm just placing like the living room furniture, trying to figure out what TV I want. I was going to put a couple of bookshelf kind of things on either side of that TV, but I didn't like the way it looked. So we ended up not going with that. And I really liked how this rug looked also. I think it just really went. As you can see, like I said, I've got a lot of kind of pastel purple vibes going through here, and I really liked that. Um, I'm a bit funny, like, this house is probably not very me at all. Like, I'm not hugely into cutesy stuff, but I feel like that's how this ended up really like cute kind of pastel kind of vibes in here. And I actually really like how it came out. It's not usually the kind of palette I would go for, but actually really like it. So I'm just trying to find some lighting or something else to put here in the living room. I think I end up going for a plant. I just pop a little lamp on the but next to the TV. I did downsize the TV, and you'll see here I'm adding in those other lights as well to match. Um yeah, anyway, I think I end up putting a plant or something over in the corner. Yeah. Um I really like those stairs too. Those stairs are actually they um I find sometimes stairs like really close off a room. So I love that you can have with a wall if it will fit, but some you can just kind of have open because I guess it just like not every space kind of needs the same thing. So I think soon, oh, right, okay, I'm adding in curtains and I'm trying to figure out what curtains I want, but I end up going for these curtains, pretty much throughout the whole house, I think. Because I just really like the way these look. I can't remember what pack they're from. I think it might be Nifty Knitting or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, I know this house probably has quite a few packs and kits and stuff throughout it, but I'm sorry about that. But like I said, if you don't have the packs, you can just change it out with whatever you have available in your game. Floor swatches, we didn't have a whole lot of different floors. I did figure out later when I was building this that there was more than just the wood. I just was clicked on the wrong thing, but I actually didn't end up liking many of the other swatches. I like the other different flooring options. They just some of them were like patterned carpet and they just didn't really go at all. They just looked a bit much. So I went through it for the purple like wood slats flooring instead. And I quite actually like how that looks because it's kind of contrasting to the kind of pastel. It looks quite nice, I think. So now I'm up on the second level and I'm gonna put a bathroom at the back. I start off with it kind of bigger, but then I make it smaller because I figure we don't need a bathroom that's that big necessarily. And I want to kind of maximize space in the bedroom area. So I've just added in some railing to the top there. And like I said, there aren't purple swatches for everything, so I had to go through and sometimes add something else. So I typically just went for white in those cases because I felt like it would complement better. Here I am trying to pick out a bed, and I have to say I really struggled because some of them I did like, but it was the colors and because we had such pastel vibes down the bottom, like I kind of wanted to match that up the top, but I ended up having to kind of have a whole different color scheme. And everything kind of went a little bit darker than I would have liked, but I didn't have a whole lot to pick from. So, yeah, I really struggled with kind of matching things. So I feel like uh, the top level was kind of the hardest part of this build when it came to matching the decor. I went through so many wardrobes, like literally every wardrobe, every bed, and I just could not decide what I liked. And a lot of it just didn't necessarily go. So that's a thing. Like either like the pieces were too modern or they would have gone if the color had been slightly different. Like it was a thing. placing too. I struggled with where to place things. Like I couldn't. I just struggled a lot with how to place things up here. But in the end, it kind of comes together. I feel like I do put like a dresser in there, and it kind of doesn't really go at all. And I should say another dresser, but yeah, it was a bit of a struggle, this one. I think I forgot to. I wanted to place like something from the Nifty knitting pack. Like I just thought the pastel vibes of those would really go. So I just wanted to pop one of those down there. Now I'm kind of doing a sort of study area, like a office with a desk in that. But I can't quite decide what I wanted. I also kind of moved it around quite a lot, and then um yeah, it was again, it was an area that I kind of struggled with a little bit. So I recently have been picking up some of the old Sims games. I've been playing The Sims since I was a kid, so in the like 90s to 2000s. I can't remember when I first started playing The Sims, but I've been playing it since Sims 1. And I don't know, just I've seen other people playing some of the older games, and it just made me really nostalgic. So I wanted to get the games and replay them. So a few months ago I purchased The Sims 1. I still have to get it to work on my computer. And recently I got all of The Sims 2, so I'm trying to currently get that working on my computer. I have to still get The Sims 1 to work as well, but hopefully in the future we might have some sort of nostalgic videos on here with some Sims 1 and Sims 2 gameplay. And I'm sure I'll do some Sims 3 as well. But I can't wait to be able to play them because, like I said, I've been playing The Sims for so long, like since I was a kid, and those ones have such a nostalgia to me, like for me, I should say. And so I'm really excited to be able to like kind of play them again. Yeah, I'm still trying to get them to work on my computer. Obviously, they're such old games that they don't really work well on newer technology, and you got to kind of do a few workarounds to get them to work. So I'm still figuring that out. But yeah, hopefully in the future we'll have some nostalgic gameplay with those on my channel. um what else has been going on? Now I'm putting some wallpaper and the flooring in, and I think next I put some stuff on the walls. Or do I have I put the yeah, okay, I think we do lamps and then walls, or lights and then walls, like I mean like pictures and stuff. I've also gotten a few games recently that are also really nostalgic to me, and that I hope to do some gameplay videos with sometime soon. I don't know if any of you have played Sam and Max Hits the Road, or is it Dev the Living Tentacle or whatever. Um, Growing up, I remember playing them. I don't think I was ever that good at Dev the Living Tentacle or Dev the Tentacle or whatever it's called. But yeah, I managed to that one up recently on sale on Steam, and I'm quite excited to be able to play it. And yeah, I would love to do some more like retro gameplay with some more retro video games and computer games and stuff on my channel at some point. So I have those to do that. Um, what else? I have recently been playing Disney's Castle of Illusion. I reckon a few years ago I had it on my Samsung tablet, but I actually find it really hard to play it on there. It's best played, I think, with a joystick. So I ended up getting it not that last weekend during the week or recently. I ended up getting it on for sale on Steam. It cost me like $5 or something, and I've been playing it over the weekend, and I'm really enjoying it. I find it a lot easier to play with a joystick. As you can see, I'm kind of just decorating, putting little bits around here and there. Um, the bathroom was probably, I know I said the other parts of this level were definitely hard, but I think the bathroom was kind of hard only because, like you can have the walls up, but when it's a tiny room, you can't really see much. Or if you have them like the half up kind of thing, and it's sort of certain parts of the wall are down and some are up, like it makes it really hard to put things on the walls and whatever. So yeah, I really was trying to figure out what to put on the windows and what to put on the walls here. Ended up just leaving all those windows kind of blank. So here we are, the bathroom. I'm trying to attempt to do the bathroom now. I did I think I tried some purple swatches for the floor, but I think I ended up going with something else because they just looked really bad. So I did take a little bit of artistic license there also. But yeah, I've just popped in like a small shower, and I've put a half wall there so that you got a bit of privacy, but at the same time, like it still has an open feel. And then I'm putting a toilet and everything in as well. Obviously you're gonna need one. And then we're trying to figure out which basin to put in now. Again, this was something that there wasn't a lot of options when it came to the purple swatches. Now I'm figuring out what mirror to put in there. But yeah, like I was talking about before, I've been playing Castle of Illusion. I'm really enjoying it. And I did film a little bit of my gameplay yesterday. I went back through and played the first two levels. And I'm probably gonna put that up as a no commentary gameplay video. If you guys are interested in checking that out. It's not really a walkthrough or anything because I'm really bad at those games. So it's the coordination, like, whatever. But it was fun, and I quite enjoyed it. So I thought I might put up a no commentary gameplay video for the first two levels, and then maybe in the future I will do the next part and do a have some commentary in there. This is what I'm talking about with the floors. Like, as you can see, there is not that great a purple swatches, so I went with something that was slightly similar. It was kind of, I think, a white and blue tile. And now I'm just working on the roof. And I'm just trying to figure out what worked. I ended up going for this one because I felt like it just kind of looked better. And then I'm just adding a window or something in a minute to I think I add a couple of extra windows too, because it just looks a bit odd in that second level with there being like no window there. hopefully soon too, I'll do another video playing the Disney Infinity, and was thinking tomorrow's May the 4th, so I thought, oh, it would be really cool to put something up tomorrow, but I haven't got anything prepared, so, and it would just, it'd probably take too long, so for me to just have it up for tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. I might be able to fit in some time later to play it and then maybe try editing tomorrow, but I've got other stuff to do tomorrow, so it may not happen. But hopefully soon I'll get back to playing that because I actually really enjoyed playing that. I have 2 videos up already of the first kind of level, I guess you could call it, for that game, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm not really good at those kind of games. It's like a coordination thing or something. I just hand-eye coordination when it comes to those games, I'm not that great. So I'm not some sort of expert at playing games like that, but it's all about having fun, and yeah, I quite enjoyed as you can see, I did put a purple sliding on the walls and whatever. Hopefully I'll put the walls up again. In this part, I'm actually working on the garden, which I really struggled with. I sat there for so long trying to figure out what to do with this garden. I swear it was probably an hour or more figuring out what to do. And in the end, I just tried to go for something simple. I'd loved all these flowers from the romantic garden pack. They looked so awesome, but they were just so hard to match together. I just felt like it just did not, it just looked too overkill. So I ended up going with something really, really simple. And yeah, that's what I went with. So I'm just putting some bushes kind of around the house, like around the perimeter of the house, just to make it look nice. I wanted to do some sort of path, but I couldn't figure which way I wanted to do it. After this is finished, I will go in and I'll give you guys a tour and I'll put it up on the gallery, and you can see here I was trying to figure out this tiny house thing, but yeah, I've realized that I'd done it wrong, but whatever. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out this section right here, what to put there. You can see me like trying to match some bushes, and it's just, in the end, it just looks like too much. So this is what I kind of ended up with. I went back and I kind of went as simple as possible, and I just popped some of these like little flowers just kind of around the other stuff just to make it look I guess like less manicured, but yeah, I kind of like how it came out. Oh, yeah, I also put some of these ones, I can't remember what they're called, but I downsized them quite a lot because normally they're quite large, but I love that you can downsize things in this and like upsize them and everything. Um, I use downsize quite a lot now, since I figured out that was the thing. So here I'm just kind of figuring like putting that stuff, just finishing it up. Next part is I try to put a fence. I'm putting a fence up, but I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I started off like looking at the purple swatches, and I do start placing this as the fence with the purple on it, but in the end I actually just make it white and I go with these kind of purple hedges, I guess you could call them, over the top, just to give that purple look, because it was, again, like I talked about earlier, matching, like with the swatches, you don't always have stuff that kind of matches well, and I just felt like this dark kind of fence just doesn't go. And I couldn't figure out whether I liked the dark hedge or the lighter one, but I do end up going with the lighter one as well because I think it just looks a lot nicer. And I'm just placing that hedge right around the like exterior. I had to end up adding my giving my okay, so I'm in the game now. I'm going to give you guys a bit of a tour of the purple house. So I got cut off before. I was talking about the hedges. So yeah, I decided to go with the like light purple, and I did white all the way around. But I didn't end up doing the hedges on the outside. I kind of just did them on the inside. Now I feel like I should do them on the outside, so I might do that before putting it up on the gallery. But for now, I'm just going to give you guys a tour of the house. So this is kind of the front yard area. You've got the pretty door here. I put a wreath on there. I put a hanging kind of plant there. I ended up putting some little climbing kind of flowers there. I think that looks really pretty. I really do prefer this. I obviously ended up going for a black gate instead of the white one. Interesting. Oh yeah, I think the other one had the green on it. So I ended up just going for the straight white fence. I just think it looked better than the purple monstrosity. Here, I'll show you so this is the purple one. Yeah, it really doesn't vibe with this kind of whole vibe that this house is going with. And yeah, so I'll just give you a tour of the outside first, I think, and then we'll go inside. So I've just carried the flowers all around the house. Some of them look a bit dodgy, but anyway, I placed a tree back here because I thought that would be nice. Then I put a little bench here so that she could sit outside, or whoever you're playing with in this house. I also did this kind of like outdoor eating area. So I matched a roof to the one of the that's on the house because I thought that that would look good. I added in some of the curtains from the inside windows, and so that it kind of matched. I really liked how it looked, kind of having these hanging there. I thought that looked really nice. Then we have a table out here so you can sit and eat or whatever's going on. You might even be able to add a barbecue out here or something. Add some flowers on each corner. I use that purple tile kind of swatch, I thought it looked a lot nicer out here than inside. So that's what's going on outside. And here I'll give you guys a bit of a tour of the interior. So over here we have the kitchen, and like I said, I think this is from the country kitchen pack here. Then over here we have the dining area. I can find out what pack this is from. This is a base game one. And the chairs are also base game. I think they match. We've also got this. This is from the Parenthood one, I think. So yeah, there is a bunch. I think this is also from the, I think this is from Discover University. Over here we have the living area. And we've got a TV, a nice rug. We've got those pretty curtains again. We've got some nice nice couch and whatever to sit on. Let me just put that down so it's a little bit easier to see. So yeah, we've got a nice couch and seat to sit in. These are from the Nifty Knitting pack as well, I think. We've got a nice plant there as well to bring some greenery into the house. And over here, we've just got a little bit of decor on the wall. I just felt like otherwise it looked really blank. So, yeah, and then we've got this nice white slatted stairs there. Now we're up on the second level. We've got a sort of study area over here, an office area. We've got a bookcase, like book thing here. We've got a little nifty knitting decoration there. I thought because we had the knitting stuff down the bottom, why not bring it up into the top area? We then have like this sort of organization area, you know, you could put your letters in there or whatever. I think this is that's from the Parenthood pack as well, and I'm pretty sure this is from Nifty Knitting. Yeah. So I carried those same light pendants through to here because I thought that that would just, and the same with the curtains because I thought it would tie the two areas together. As you can see, it is a little bit darker up here, like a totally different kind of purple. And then we have so yeah, we have the bed over here. I've got a couple of lamps and everything. I put in another one of those plants. I have a mirror over here and a dresser, but I couldn't get a good swatch to match the rest, so it's, you know, I guess it could go with like this sort of more lilac purple kind of deal. So oh, and I've realized that I've actually forgotten to paint these, so let's do that right now. Awesome. Okay. I forgot to paint the half wall. So, yeah. I keep, seriously. Okay, last thing. This is the tiny little bathroom. Okay, so we got our shower over here. And did I also fail to paint that wall? So now it's all good. Yeah, we've got a sink over here, like a mirror, we've got a toilet, all your basic necessities. Like I said, I did have to use a different swatch for this because the purple tiles were ugly, so I ended up going one that I think's got blue in it to kind of, I felt like it kind of looked similar to the purple, so at least we're getting similar vibes. But yeah, anyway, that is my purple house. I obviously did take a bit of artistic license with this where I had to. I tried to not to do that as much as possible, because I felt like this was supposed to be a challenge. I also didn't go with a purple roof because I thought they were kind of ugly. They just didn't really look that nice, so I stayed with the neutral grey kind of vibe because I felt like that went better. But yeah, I hope you like my house. I hope you enjoyed watching this speed build. Hopefully I'll have some more stuff soon, and until next time, see you guys, bye.